South Carolina also made the news because state lawmakers tried to give themselves a pay raise. Senator Wes Climer opposes that pay raise and joins us now. Welcome, Senator. I'm sure that did not make you popular with your colleagues. I believe this issue is scheduled for argument before the South Carolina Supreme Court. Is that right?
That's right, Trey. It's good to be with you. The Supreme Court will hear oral arguments Wednesday morning, and as you said, this has not made me the most popular guy at the State House, but the bottom line is the taxpayers deserve better than a sneaky pay raise. It's unconstitutional. The court enjoined it at the outset, and it looks like we're pretty optimistic that the court will see it our way in the end.
It sounds to me like you are bold and unafraid enough to take unpopular positions, so I'm going to press my luck. Speaking of the Supreme Court, current Justice John Few was actually one of the best trial judges I ever appeared before, and he's being challenged by a former Speaker of the House who, to my knowledge, has no judicial experience at all. Why would the General Assembly replace John Few with Jay Lucas?
So this gets to one of the broader problems we have in the criminal justice arena, the court system generally in South Carolina, in that lawyer-legislators, who are primarily criminal defense attorneys or civil plaintiffs attorneys, really dominate the selection of judges. And as a consequence, our criminal justice system is tilted heavily in the direction of criminal defendants and heavily in the direction of plaintiffs, which results in outsized judgments and increase the cost of everything on every consumer. And so seeing his former speaker run for Supreme Court after having never served as a judge illustrates the extent of the improper legislative influence over the judiciary, and is part of the reason why tomorrow morning I'll be joining with some legislators from both the House and the Senate and DOJ SC to file legislation to just get rid of the lawyer-legislator problem at the point of judicial selection by handing over that appointment power to the governor by giving the governor all of the Judicial Merit Selection Commission appointees.
God bless you for that one. I mean, if I rack my brain, out of 170, I can think of Tommy Pope and Greg Embry, two former prosecutors, and beyond that, my mind goes blank. So you mentioned something that's near and dear to my heart. In South Carolina, I assume lawyer-legislators still appear in front of the very judges that they screen and they elect.
They do all the time, and they are fond of saying that they don't get any undue influence in the courtroom, but everybody with two eyes and a brain knows that's not the truth. The judges are very careful not to offend lawyer-legislators. The best justice money can buy in this state is hiring a lawyer-legislator. It is a real problem, a real conflict of interest, and we got to get it fixed.
All right, Senator, before I let you go, South Carolina is supposed to be a red state. It's supposed to be a Republican conservative state, and a lot of these legislators run for office as pro-law enforcement, pro-victim. They just don't govern that way once they get down there.
And you see that a lot in the judicial selection process, insofar as a lot of the judges are former criminal defense attorneys. The judges are former plaintiffs' attorneys, and they bring those predispositions into the courtroom with them. And so I really think that a critical ingredient to restoring a common sense system of justice in this state is reducing that lawyer-legislator influence over the process.
Well, I know you're running for Congress. Call me after the show. I'll talk you out of it. I was there for 8 years, but if I can't, best of luck to you in your future pursuits, and especially on Monday, because the criminal justice system really does matter. Senator Wes Climer from the upstate, just south of Charlotte in South Carolina, thank you for joining us on a Sunday night.
Yes, sir. Trey, good to be with you. Thanks for the invitation.